Let's do one more. Lumber. What's happening in lumber? It's a great opportunity to find out more with StoneX's Robin Cross. All right, Robin, what are we watching?
Good morning, Tony. Thank you for having me. Well, first of all, let's go into some prices, and then I'll dive into the details. We're going to freestyle it a little bit this morning, considering the market's been super busy. So usually I have much more refined notes, but I'll give you a good rundown. So right now, lumber just made a new low as we speak. We're trading at $554 even. That's down $4.50 in Jan, and your soon-to-be lead March contract by open interest is trading at $590, which is down $3 over there. So Tony, the lumber market over the last several weeks has been quiet but volatile, and the volatility from my perspective was literally totally expected. Over the last almost 3 decades I've been doing this, so countless elections, it always plays out pretty much the same way, right? You get volatility because not quite sure who's going to win or lose, right? And when it starts looking a certain way, you see guys getting out, just for safety's sake on both sides of the market. So what was crazy over the last 3 months, we literally traversed our entire range that we've traded in the last 3 years. For the most part, lumber has been between $480 and $625 in some form or another every month for the last, literally almost 3 years. Well, September expiration, in the market, it started good. There was a lot of interest, felt like interest rates were going down, so there was more guys really kind of tuned into the market. But at the same time, it just takes a while for this demand to kick in. You don't just lower interest rates and magically there's all this business. I mean, that whole process takes time. And, we were getting steady mill curtailments. So that was kind of in the market, but it wasn't really realized, right? So we put in a low for September expiration, $480, which coincidentally, that's exactly our 3-year support. Even though we violated that number a couple times, it never really stuck under there. So we got down there for Sep. Well, then with the election and with Mr. Trump winning, we got November all the way to expire at $570, so up $90 from contract to contract with not really a lot of gain in business. So then once we got November off the board, there was still this overwhelming enthusiasm that times are going to be good. And don't get me wrong, I am definitely bullish for 2025. I am. But the market's got to chill out. Guys are not, Trump's not even in there yet. So, we won't even know what that looks like for the minimum until January 20th. And, a lot of the Canadians talk to me about tariffs. They're very nervous that there's going to be these tariffs. Me personally, I think that's just really a bargaining tool. And you also, as a trader, you can't act on that information until it's factual. If you go there trying to anticipate something with something like that when it comes to the government, you will end up losing regardless if it's a buy or a sell. So you got to be careful into that. So then January, during all this process, November goes up $90 higher. Jan, now the lead, ends up making a high right in front of our 3-year key resistance of 620. But, like I said, it was too much too soon. So every day we went up to that level in January, we lost open interest. Okay, so that meant shorts getting out. Every day we fell, we just fell, what would I just quote us? So pretty much almost $70 in a straight line. We lost open interest every day on the way down. So I think a lot of that too is year-end position evening. But, so the rallies are, it's guys getting out of both sides of the market. But the good thing and the positive thing about that, I think you have a fresh deck, for, potential lumber business in the future. Like, I think guys are clean. No one really has stale positions. Everything's been pretty refreshed, looking for something new to jump on. And I do expect interest rates to continue to decline. I think it's going to be like a little bit of a stair step. And like I said, it's going to take some time to work into the field of lumber. But, I do believe that 2025 is going to be a brighter year for us. But just cool our jets.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're so optimistic about 2025. That means one thing. You'll have to come back and visit with us maybe next week. It's Robin Cross with StoneX as we look at the lumber market. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and look at another L market, the livestock markets, as Market Day Report continues.